Okay, guys, so you can see that it did print out this nice double bottom here. Even though, guys, I'm not really happy. I wasn't really happy the way the price was approaching this double bottom formation here. As you can see, it was coming very, very much impulsively to these key areas. So I was like, you know what, let me just wait and see if maybe we can get this type of entry price pushed impulsively to that air zone, pushed up, and then form some sort of like a commitment. Then that's when we're going to be looking forward for our reduced risk entries to buy GU. I mean, so going down to my 15-minute time frame, guys, I'm just gonna skip the whole process because we did discuss it yesterday. So going down to my lower time frame, guys, we did see some sort of like a head and shoulder pattern, inverse head and shoulder pattern, as you can see, and we did discuss it. I think price was somewhere here. We did discuss this inverse head and shoulder pattern that we're looking forward for buying momentum. So now you can clearly see, guys, that this was gonna probably be our first entry, where you see. Where you can see that we did break above this area here, taking a nice impulsive entry after you've seen the price did break above this expanding nature of a type of pattern. Let me just remove this, and so you can see that now we entered a long position. So now you can see that price is indeed continuing to push to the upside, which is something that is super nice. You can see that it printed another type of ascending nature, which is the same as this nature. So what is it that we can expect, guys? We can expect price to continue to push to the upside, probably printing this same leg of this nature, continuing to push to the upside, probably to these areas here as our first target. Obviously, guys, there's more room for GU to continue pushing to the upside. To be honest, there's more room for GU to continue pushing to the upside. But this is what we're going to be looking for as our first target, because you can see that we'll be completing this move here. We'll be completing this move here, and then yeah, so we're going to be waiting to see if price does break above, form some sort of like commitment. If price do give us this commitment, then we're going to be looking to scaling in to our position to add into our more long position. So that's basically what I am probably will be looking out for on GU. And then other than that, guys, I'm just going to check on Euro USD. I'm gonna Euro USD. So I haven't analyzed Euro USD in a long time. Let me just go to my H1. I think I did have something here on Euro USD. So yeah, I think on Euro USD, just gonna do a quick recap on Euro USD. So as you can see, guys, that what we have. Let me just go to my daily time frame. So you can see, guys, that on my daily time frame, you're gonna see that on Euro USD, we did have this level of what? Okay, let me just change this. We did have this level of resistance being nice, and still price came back to test this level of resistance. And you can see that, guys, price was printing this nice descending structure here. Not so clear though, not so clear as you can see, but you can see that we do have this upper trend line as well. We have first touch, second touch, so we might be looking forward for our third touch at this point in time. And you can see that here we do have this touch, second touch, and then we're looking for this third touch before we can look forward for our long position. Going down to our H4 time frame. So in our H4 time frame, guys, you can see that price was printing some sort of like a descending nature, a type of pattern, and then it broke above this nature. If I can just put in my trend line here, you're gonna nicely see that, guys, we did break above this nature. Let me just remove this and this and this and this. So you can see, guys, that you're gonna see that I just removed something wrong. Okay. So as you're gonna notice that you're gonna see that price did break so nice, break very nice out of this structure, trended some sort of like a commitment or continuation pattern. So we're expecting price to continue pushing to the upside. Obviously, we do look for these areas as our first target. As you can see, that price will be completing the first move on a smaller time frame, but we're looking for Euro USD to continue to be bullish. As Tremaine did mention that he is probably looking for a bearish DXY. So this is basically what I'm looking out for on Euro USD, for that continuation of push to the upside. Probably here is what I'm going to be looking out for now, for price to probably break above this area, print some sort of like commitment on smaller time frame, obviously. And then once price do print this commitment, then that's when I'm going to be looking forward for longs, for continuation of long position on on Euro USD. So basically, that is what I'm going to be looking at for on Euro USD. This is some sort of like a swing type of analysis, whereby you're just going to enter and then look for a price to get into your third touch here at the top, so that's when you're going to be looking to take your profit. So what can happen is that you can keep on adding positions once price do break above these areas. Then that's when you're going to be looking for some sort of like a commitment as well. And then once price do give you this commitment, then that's when you're going to be looking for continuation to the upside as well until you reach the first target of here, these areas. But nonetheless, guys, there's still a 90% rule of this pattern here at the top of the pattern. So you can see that there's still more room for price to go up. And then after the break of this trend line, you can still look for another commitment to these areas, and then continuation to the upside. So basically, this is how I'm basically going to be looking out to execute any position on Euro USD. Super nice and simple, not too complicated, not too complicated. And again, guys, if you can just check, and let me just remove everything. And again, guys, if you can just check here, you're gonna see that we do have this structure here that was forming. Super nice and simple. Guys, you have to be able to see and identify these structures when they develop, so that you know how to treat them as well. So you can see, guys, that we do have this structure, and you can still use this structure to say, okay, this is gonna be my first target, and then my second target, 90% rule, and then looking for overall trend to these areas here at the top as my overall GP at these areas here at the top of the end of the move. So you can still be like, okay, this is what I'm going to be looking to capitalize on this trade, but still the same, not so much of a difference because of the pattern they're both showing us the same bias, which is bullish bias. So it's not much of a big difference from that. That's basically how I'm thinking chasers. I think you got AJ. I think AJ was done. GJ, EURUSD, I did it. Romano, Gementati. I saw some sort of. I don't know if you're seeing those possible setup on. Let me check Gementati. I'm not sure if you're looking at those setups in some sort of like lower time frame or bigger time frame structure. I'm not sure of that, but cause myself, I don't go so much on bigger time frame when I'm looking at these indices. Cause bigger time frame, they're always going to tell you one thing, that what Gementate or USD or Nasdaq is bullish. So there's not really much of a need. But if you can just choose maybe to go to weekly time frame, you're gonna nicely see that this thing is very much bullish. As you can see that there is just push to the upside, no much of push to the downside, but we just pushing super nice and simple to the downside. So as you can see, guys, that Gementate is pretty nice, printing super nice patterns here, price patterns. You can see that what happens is that it pushed to the upside, here, printed a nice continuation pattern, as you can see. Push to the upside, printed a nice more continuation pattern here. Push to the upside, printed a nice continuation pattern here again. Push to the upside, printed a nice flat continuation pattern. And again, now we're seeing price doing what? We're seeing price printing a nice continuation pattern to continue pushing to the upside, as you can see, guys. So I think Gementate is going to continue, is probably going to continue pushing to the upside, because you can see that the momentum of Gementate is to the upside. So I think it's going to probably continue pushing to the upside. Once we do get that break and a close outside of these areas, that's when we're going to be like, okay, cool. Now let's execute our buys on Gementate. Not sure about targets because I'm not trading Gementate. So let me see if this was new all-time highs. I believe this was new all-time highs. Gementate has never been this high. So in this point in time, guys, in this case, how do you manage your trade if you think that a price has never been this high? There's no structure, there's no support, or there's no resistance, to guide you to say maybe this is where you can take your target. So what you can literally do, you're gonna manage your trade in terms of percentage. Like once you reach 1% of profit, then that's when you're gonna move your stop loss to break even. Once you reach 2% of profit, you're gonna move your stop loss to 1%, and so on and so on. Just keep on scaling in. I look at M14 and took a recent buy, M15, so I was achieving the range. Okay. So if you took a buy, I'm also looking for that buy on Gementate. Super nice and simple, and so clean. As you can see, the structure is very clean. You can see but we do have some just this small push, then we entered into this range, then price is continuing to push to the upside. Super nice and simple. So basically that is what I'm looking out for, guys, here on German 30. If you do guys have other questions, you can ask before you can call it a session. If you guys do have questions, you can ask before you can call it a session. Can I ask? Yes, Simpum Kunu, you can ask my brother. Let me just search you so that I can unmute you. Simpum Kunu, you can unmute yourself and speak, man.
Let me see what's going on. No. I didn't really even please. Yes, I had this one. It's about my feet. I was still waiting.
Okay. Can you please look at NZUSD? We're running out of time, guys. We're running out of time. Since it has broken out, should I wait for lower time frame correction to enter with momentum? Since it has broken out, should I wait? I'm not sure if you're talking about German 30, but if you are talking about German 30, on German 30, I would have taken this impulsive break at German 30. I wouldn't be waiting for any correction. No, I booked you for tomorrow, so I'll ask you then, Mr. Mamba Romano, powerful, my brother. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for staying and tuning into the session. It's me, your boy, Falate Mamba. I'm out of the building. Let there be peace in the Middle East. There, brothers and sisters. Be safe.